Next up is IRD Darkness. Really quick question. Which do you think we will see first, a $300 million opening weekend or a film hit $3 billion at the box office? Thanks for everything you do.
Ooh, these are two astronomical numbers. These are two astronomical numbers. Like you're talking about a film. First of all, let's keep in mind, we have only had 4 films in cinematic history make 2 billion at the box office. Just 4. And we haven't had very many, I think 6. I think we've had 6 films that have made over 200 million on their opening weekend. So that 3 billion total and that $300 million opening weekend, these are both very, very big numbers. Let's put it in perspective here. When we're looking at the 4 films ever to make $2 billion, most of them are nowhere close to 300 or 3 billion, like nowhere close. Because out of the number 2, number 3, number 4, they're all either 2 or $2.1 billion. Like miles away from 3 billion. So obviously we've got Avengers Infinity War at 2.04 billion. We got Star Wars The Force Awakens at 2.06 billion. Titanic at 2.18. And then way, way up there is Avatar at 2.7, almost 2.8. But even then it's over $200 million away from 3 billion. And we've had nothing in over a decade come anywhere close to whiffing $3 billion. Now, on the other hand, let's look over at the opening weekend numbers. I mean, Jurassic World at 208, Star Wars The Last Jedi at number 3 at 220, Star Wars The Force Awakens at 247, and Avengers Infinity War at 257. Again, nothing even comes within $40 million. Nothing even within $40 million of 300 million. So, Rob, this is tough. This is a tough one, but I'm going to tell you what I think will happen first. I think 3 billion will happen first.
Really?
Yeah, I do. And here's why. Because a movie, it's all about legs, right? It's all about legs and momentum. A movie can come out that does strike that nerve with audiences and get the repeated business, and it builds and it builds and it builds and it lasts and it lasts and it lasts. I think that is more likely.
Are you talking about movies?
Movies.
Okay, just checking because I was getting excited.
But when you're talking about opening weekend, you're not talking about the type of endurance legs that it has.
Right.
You're talking about capacity. And I just don't know. Like when you're looking, let me bring up these opening weekend box offices again. Look, I remember being in theaters for Jurassic World, and it's like every showtime everywhere was sold out. How could anything get much more than 208? Well, Force Awakens 247, Avengers 257. But I mean, you're talking about theaters that were all at capacity, adding 24-hour around-the-clock screenings and all this kind of stuff. And to me, it just kind of becomes, right now, I don't know how close we are to having the capacity to really facilitate a repeat of that, plus another 40 more just on opening weekend, especially when people can just go, oh, I'll just wait 5 days. You know, I'll just wait 6 days to go watch it. Like, people are still going to go watch it, but they don't have to see it that opening weekend. And for that reason, because one is about endurance and one is about capacity, I'm going to think that 3 billion has a higher chance of happening first. What do you think?
Well, those numbers you were showing were domestic, were they not?
No,
those are worldwide?
First of all, opening weekend, you only ever count domestic for opening weekend numbers.
Right.
So, yeah, so those are domestic.
But
Overall,
the 3 billion is worldwide.
Yeah, 3 billion. So these numbers here are all worldwide numbers. These numbers are all worldwide.
Right, which I'm going to say that there is, I think there, first of all, you only have a finite number of theaters.
Yes.
You know, there's only a finite number of movie theaters. But I do think that we are on the cusp. I mean, 257 million is close. That's within striking distance. You know, and if you have an event movie like, say, Avengers Endgame, and they have enough we're having 24-hour screenings, you know, I think we're closer to a $300 million opening weekend than we are 300 billion. But I do think that a 300 billion or a $3 billion opening is close. I think both are close, but I think we're going to have a $300 million domestic opening first.
Yeah, see, I wish I could agree. It's just that I felt like with Infinity War, we were already seeing all the major theaters running
Yeah.
24-hour screenings with them all packed out. Is there another $43 million worth of chairs even available when an average film goer can just go, oh, sold out? Okay, I'll just wait till next Tuesday and I'll go see it.
Well, it depends. Well, you know, we are now 8 days away, 9 days away from the opening of Captain Marvel.
Yes, sir.
That means I am quite sure we are going to get the Big Bang trailer for Avengers Endgame in the next 8 days. And depending on what we see, I think maybe 300 million could be in the realm of possibility. Depending on what we see.
It's possible. Like,
I mean,
and here's an interesting thing. There are reports saying right now that that the tickets for Avengers Endgame may go on sale on April or March, or they're saying April 2nd right now. They're saying that the tickets for Avengers Endgame may go on sale on April 2nd. And if that's the case, there is a good chance that that Big Bang trailer we've been talking about could drop on the same day. So they drop that trailer and say, tickets available now, and create that initial rush. So I know that maybe they drop it with Captain Marvel. Maybe they wait till that April 2nd date. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this all turns out. I don't even know that Endgame will make as much opening weekend as Infinity War did. Because I just don't sense the same kind of buildup to it amongst average film fans that Infinity War did, which is just last year. So I don't know,
dude. I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Look, I think we can all agree it's going to be huge. It's going to be ridiculously, monstrously huge. I mean, right?
I'll tell you. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm really getting excited for Captain Marvel. I gotta tell you, they keep dropping these little like promo trailers and snippets here and there, and seeing other clips, and I'm getting pretty jazzed about it. I'm
gonna see it Monday. I've
got tickets for opening night at the Cinerama Dome, as I am wont to do, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm getting excited for it too. Well, here's hoping it's not another Iron Man 2.